launching of non-cooperation movement. As we have discussed about earlier, that Mahatma Gandhi started three powerful agitation of satyagraha in Kheda, Champaran, Kheda, and Ahmedabad. These three movements made him popular, but the impact of this movement was limited in particular places. So he wanted to launch a nationwide protest against it. Why non-cooperation? In his famous book Hindu Swaraj, which was written in 1909, Mahatma Gandhi declared that the British rule was established in India with the cooperation of Indians and had survived only because of this cooperation. If Indians refused to cooperate British rule in India, it would collapse with in a year and Swaraj would come. This famous quotation by saying given by Mahatma Gandhi that the rule was going on with the popular support of Indians. So Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch a nationwide campaign. He launched satyagraha in various places. Unaware about the Mahatma Gandhi's popularity, British government to calm down the satyagrahis, British government launched they proposed Rowlatt Act under the name of British officer named Sir Sidney Rowlatt. On his name, the Rowlatt Act was launched. Under this act, it gave government enormous power to repress political activities and allowed detention of political prisoners without trial for the year of two. मीन्स दैट किसी भी व्यक्ति को 2 साल के लिए ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट अरेस्ट करके जेल में डाल सकती थी बगैर मुकदमा चलाए. महात्मा गांधी wanted non-violent civil disobedience against the unjust law. Then he launched civil disobedience on 6th of April. Hartal was organized in many places. Rallies were organized in various cities. Workers went on strikes in railway workshops and shops closed. Alarmed by the popular uh, upsurge and scared the line of communication as the railway and telegraph would be disrupted. British government suppressed the satyagraha brutally. British action, local leaders were arrested in many places like in Amritsar. Popular leaders like Satyapal and Saifuddin Kichlu was arrested. The Mahatma Gandhi was arrested in entering Delhi in 10th of April. He wanted to go to Amritsar as police in Amritsar fired upon a peaceful procession, provoking widespread attacks on banks, post offices, and railway stations. Martial law was imposed by General Dyer and he took command over it. Then 13 April 1919, a famous Jallianwala massacre done by the British government. It was one of the worst phase of the British government. On 13 April, innocent people gathered in Jallianwala to celebrate Baisakhi from the villages. They were unaware about the situation in martial law situation in Amritsar. General Dyer entered in the Bagh and without any prior warning, he ordered his troops to fire, resulting killing of thousands of people. He created a terror on the minds of satyagrahis. After this incident shocked Mahatma Gandhi and other leaders. Then after this, the British government knew that people came out on the road to humiliate peoples. He organized curfew in Amritsar, and those people saw on the road they were badly humiliated by the after this incident. Government responded brutally and humiliated the Indians. Their aim was to create a terror or threat on the minds of people. Satyagrahis were forced to rub their nose on the ground, crawl on the streets, and do salam or salute to all British officers and other officers, and were flogged. People were flogged, and villagers were bombed. Although this movement was launched, Mahatma Gandhi, because of the widespread violence, Mahatma Gandhi called up proposed satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act. Then later on, the limitation of the satyagraha, it was a widespread movement, but it was still limited to mostly in cities and towns. Villages were untouched. गांव में इसका कोई असर नहीं पड़ा. महात्मा गांधी wanted to launch a movement that is that people from villages and up to cities will take part in this movement. That's why he called up the non-cooperation movement. This was one of the example of a picture of humiliation done by the British government after the incident of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Another important thing was happened on the time the issue of Khilafat. In Khilafat, one of the important issue that was happened after the First World War, Turkey was defeated. Turkey was fighting against the British forced to sign a treaty. As we have seen, the Treaty of Versailles was signed by the Germans against the winning forces. Very same treaty was forced to sign an Islamic leader. Then Turkey was the Emperor of Turkey, Ottoman Turkey ruler, Khalifa was the honorable position of the Muslims all over the world. So to defend the Khalifa's temporal powers, Khilafat Committee was formed in Bombay in March 1919. Then then Mahatma Gandhi, young generation leaders like Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali formed Khilafat Committee at Bombay. Mahatma Gandhi they met with Mahatma Gandhi and possibility of united action on this issue. Mahatma Gandhi was planning to launch a nationwide campaign known as non-cooperation. So he saw this an good opportunity to bring Muslims leaders under the umbrella of a unified national movement. At the Kolkata session held in September 1920, Congress decided to Mahatma Gandhi convinced other leaders to need to start a non-cooperation movement in support of Khilafat as well as for Swaraj. Then a plan was made for the non-cooperation. This plan was various stages was decided in Nagpur session in 1920. As per the proposal of Swaraj, the various stages were set up. In first stages, all the political leaders, those who were awarded titles by the government, they will surrender the titles. The student will boycott the schools and colleges. Civil servants boycott their jobs. Wakils, lawyers was boycott the courts. Army, police, other officers, legislative councils, schools and other. Then foreign clothes were boycotted and encouraged people to wear Swadeshi or the Khadi. The government used suppression for civil disobedience. If the government used repression, a full civil disobedience movement campaign would be launched along with non-cooperation. Although some of the leaders of Congress party like Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das, they were against, like Subhash Chandra Bose as well, they were against of launching of civil disobedience along with the non-cooperation along with civil disobedience. They were reluctant to boycott the council election scheduled for November 1920 as they wanted to take part in it. But they also feared about that if civil disobedience movement would create a widespread violence and British government suppress brutally. Finally, at the Congress session at Nagpur in 1920, in December 1920, a committee was worked and the non-cooperation program was launched and it was implemented fully. Then upcoming parts will see the impact of non-cooperation movement and other activities happened along with the non-cooperation.